thank you for joining me. I am outside in the rain, but sheltered under the garage door. And I'm killing two birds with one stone because I want to make a recording, but I also want to sort out this plant. It was in the container, hang on, behind me, there. And it looked absolutely dead. So it was yanked out, and for some reason, rather than putting it straight into the composter or the garden refuse bin, I put it in an old bowl. I gave it a drink, and as you can see, it has revived. So now the aim is to clear away the roots of this sapling and all of these bits and bobs growing around, so that I can put this clematis back in its pot and it can grow on and give pleasure for some, hopefully, years longer. So what I want to talk about is, and it is me, honestly. I know you can't see, but I want you to see this. Let's turn this up a little bit. Now that I've explained it. There we are. That's better. About choosing your battles well. I almost did, just, as I say, put this in the bin, dead, done, bye-bye. But I decided to give it a go. It turned out to be a battle that was worth fighting. And some of us in life are faced with those battles. Some, well, especially if they are health battles, but I really don't like to talk about health problems as a battle. I don't know why, I just don't. Now that can go in the composter, that's not good. So, what about other battles in life? Battles to move on in your chosen profession. Maybe, just maybe, you think that others have many more qualifications than you do, are better placed than you are. But unless you can read the mind of the people that are interviewing you, you don't know. I hadn't been doing my job as a special needs teacher for very long, and the system was altering and it was becoming two-tiered. So I had just accepted the fact that I would be in the lower tier. But the line manager came to me and she said, "You've not put in an application." So I said, "No, I didn't think it was worthwhile. Put one in." I did, and I got the job. So you never know. We are very good at putting ourselves down. I know, as I've said before, I am very good at standing up and fighting a battle for someone else, but not always just for me. I have improved a bit over the years, but I've still got a way to go. As with this, I think I've picked a battle here that it's going to be a draw for a while, and then suddenly I'll pull something and yippee, this little shrub will come out, and the plant I am endeavouring to save will go, oh, thank goodness for that. Right, that's cleared a bit of the stuff. Now I have to get digging and delving. So what sort of battles can you have? Weight. That's always been one for me. And I know it's not for vanity. It is for my health. My feet are getting wet. My hands are getting wet. But you know, it really doesn't matter. They'll wash, they'll clean. And so it's one that I do keep fighting, and it is a battle. And I know that when the going gets tough, it is way, way too easy for me to resort to that piece of chocolate cake, that bar of chocolate, the things that I know I really, really shouldn't have. But I do allow myself to occasionally cutting that off. I can still see where it's going, but I'm frightened of getting it poking me in the eye. I know it has to be done. So on it goes. If I have a couple of cheating days, so be it. Onwards and upwards. But that's a battle that I know I have to be a part of. I need to get down with this. That's better. That's much better. So do you have battles like that? And if so, how do you tackle them? The main thing is why? What is making you fight this battle? Is it worth it? Is it for you? Is it for the benefit of others? Or is it just because others are doing it? In which case, maybe your motives aren't right. Maybe that's not a battle that you are convincingly motivated to pursue. We all have battles. And it's how we tackle them, how we prepare. Okay, I'm going to take this for example. I've put on my old kit, a waterproof jacket, gloves that are now soggy, and I've got the equipment to just keep gradually tickling away at this, so that by the end of the day it can go in its container, and I know that I will, having saved it and protected it, I am then duty bound to care for it through the winter when it will have this young growth on it. So that will mean that before the frosts start, I will drape the container in bubble pack, so that this battle hasn't been one that was fought in vain. What is a battle? What do you think of as a battle? It's not just physical wars with soldiers, sailors, airmen, and I have been associated with those, obviously, as in a service wife, and it's not good. You don't know what's going on. You don't know when your husband, your partner, whatever, will be back. So that's difficult. Those who stand and wait, it's difficult. But also for those who are watching you tackle things. Fortunately, nobody is actually watching me tackle this, apart from you guys. And you can't hear the mumbling that's going on in my head. I will get there because I really, really do not like anything to beat me. Is that a good enough reason for fighting a battle that you don't like anything to beat you? I don't like waste, so I'm glad that this plant isn't wasted. I'm glad that it's still okay. Whether it will be by the time I've done all of this demolition, I don't know. I can only hope. I am doing the best that I can. And that's all we can ever do. It really is. But sometimes, when I was younger, I went on a march against nuclear warfare, for all the good it did, when we consider the way of the world at present, there's that constant threat. So was that a waste? Well, no, because I made my feelings known along with the thousands of others. The fact that it wasn't taken due note of, and we certainly haven't stopped the production of nuclear weapons. What's that? What's that? I don't know what it is. But make sure that if you're going to fight a battle, you know what you're letting yourself in for. Have you got the time? Have you got the energy? Have you got the necessary willpower, the need to go in for this battle? Maybe you're battling against another person. Then it becomes very personal. And once it becomes very personal, you're at a whole different level, because history comes into it. That you know this person, they know you, they know your weaknesses, they know that they can bully you, they know that they can take advantage of you, they see you as a soft touch. Make sure that they know you aren't. Stand up for yourself. You matter. You are important, just as this plant is to me. And it deserves another chance. And I'll look at it next summer, hopefully, and be pleased with what I see. And I've no idea what that plastic is. So I could be here for some time. So on that note, I'm going to say, remember, choose your battles wisely. Don't get drawn in by other people. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.